The Select Board mixing tears with smiles as they held their first meeting after the unexpected death of longtime member Kevin Greeley. The 30-year veteran of the board died in November from natural causes. At their December 10th meeting, colleagues recalled Greeley's wit, his love of Arlington, and how he represented both the history of the town while helping to forge its future.
I think one of the things that Kevin did best, and probably better than any member that this board has seen, and probably better than any member that we'll ever see, was his ability to bridge the gap between Arlington's history and Arlington's future. A good example of this was last in the town meeting this year in the 2018 annual town meeting in the special portion, where he came up and he gave an impassioned speech in support of changing the name of the board, which he had served on for nearly 30 years.
It's interesting, John honed in on that last speech that Kevin gave to town meeting. I went online tonight to look at it again and transcribe part of it, and I wanted to read just a little piece of it. Kevin approached the mic and he said, "Thank you, Mr. Moderator, Kevin Greeley,
Precinct 11. I am a white, 67-year-old man who for 30 years has been called a select man, who was raised by a father who was 21 years a select man, and I was originally against this article. I've seen the error of my ways. If it is true that this change will bring one more woman to the board of the quality of the 5 I have served with, then we need to do this. I am a select man, and I'd be proud to be a member of a select board. Thank you.
The board deciding to take on the task of filling the late Greeley's position. They expect to reappoint former Select Board member Calissa Rowe, who just filled in temporarily earlier this year when another member decided to step down from the board. The real estate tax rate is going down, but your tax bill will still go up. That's because home values continue to rise in Arlington. Director of Assessors Paul Tierney telling the Select Board the average single-family home saw its biggest increase in assessed value in a single year, up 14% to around $752,000. The new tax rate will be $11.26 per $1,000. That makes the average homeowner owing about $8,000 on the real estate tax bill for 2019. Tierney telling the Select Board that's compared to an average tax bill of about $15,000 in neighboring Lexington. Select Board member Joe Curl noting it's the lowest tax rate in 13 years and people should appreciate the benefits of living in a desirable town and their home's increased worth.
Your investment in this town is paying off in spades. That's why you see the rate go down. But so I hope that folks will recognize that we're the great benefits of the investments, the location, the quality of life in our town, that they all contribute to that type of a growth rate.
The new rate does not take into account a possible raise in taxes for the Arlington High School building project or the town's pending operating deficit. Well, you won't be seeing as many of those line bikes around town this winter. Once the first flakes fly, the amount of dockless bicycles for rent will be cut in half, down to 75 from 150. And when the weather conditions get too bad to pedal the pavement, the bikes will be taken off the roads altogether, temporarily, until pathways are clear. The cold weather starting to cause a bit of a dip in usage, but Senior Transportation Planner Daniel Umstutz telling the Select Board there have been over 18,000 rides since the shareable bikes debuted in June, part of a pilot program with other surrounding towns. Umstutz says the low-cost bike share has been successful with people using bikes to get to the Alewife T station, travel the bike path, and in and out of town. That's it for Snapshot. I'm Brenda Mahoney.